Hey friends, I'm writing to you, posting for you who have participated in my programs in the past. So it's an open letter to alumni of the Embrace That Life. I know you, you are my friends, you've learned things from me, I've learned things from you, and I'm wanting to share with you today after this amazing wave of this full moon in Virgo in Western astrology that I would believe most of you have felt. And today we are the 10th, and so we are in the aftermath of this wave of turmoil that churned probably a lot of bottom sediments of our lives. And hopefully, if that was the case for you, you are feeling now today a sense of resolution and a sense of peace and things coming back into stability. And I'm reaching out to you because I created a very short course. It's my shortest course. It's also my most affordable course. It's only $88. That's going to start on Monday. I was going to start today, and then there was so much chaos with my Wi-Fi, with the weather, and with my own world that I decided to postpone it to start on Monday. And the reason why I'm reaching out to you and why I believe that it's worth of you knowing is that life is made of cycles. By now, I would imagine that you know that. There are cycles where we feel on top and cycles where we feel down, and, things transform and we thought like, oh, okay, I've dealt with that, I'm done with it. And then sometimes you have another good look at it and it feels perhaps that you're not progressing. And if you're not, I definitely need you to come and join me, because the way I see it, at least in my life, because I am such a researcher of the human journey, of the healing work, that I go deeper and more into details. I'm very thorough about it so I can articulate it for you. Not everybody has to do this. It's not, not everybody's wiring or design or purpose. It's clearly mine, yeah? But if I wasn't able to reach the evolution, that sense of plateau and that sense of progression, where I'm seeing it like a cycle and a cycle and a cycle and a cycle, I'm going higher and higher and higher and lighter and lighter and lighter and wholer and wholer and brighter and brighter and brighter and more grounded with every step and closer to my dreams for myself and for humanity and for the planet with every step. If I wasn't feeling that progression, I think I would, not be talking to you today. I'd be like crawling under a rock. But I'm not. I'm at the contrary. I feel like I'm like about to birth, some beautiful things. I'm writing. I moved to the island of Hawaii, the big island. Some of you might not know that. I moved from Kauai this is my 4th week out of Kauai. And I am writing a lot. I'm looking forward to share my new book with you in probably a couple of months. But in the meantime, Emergence is what I want to talk to you about. Emergence is this course which is 12 days of deep listening. And it's going to be really simple. We won't have to deal with Teachable. You're just going to receive an email in your mailbox every morning, in your inbox every morning, with a prompt for a shift, for an understanding, for an awakening. And some of it, I'm going to ask you to write about it. Some of it, I'm going to ask you to just sit with it for a certain period of time so that there is that deep listening rhythm that happens daily during those 12 days. And then we're going to have 4 calls where we're going to come on Zoom as a group and where you're going to be able to share what happened for you, what you need some mentoring about. You're going to be able to listen and mirror to each other, like how it's become really juicy when we work together. This is now the 4th year that I'm presenting online mentoring group, after spending 30 years of doing the body work and the dance retreats. And for those of you who caught me at the beginning of this journey, I just want to say that I feel like, as an online mentor, my work has taken a different dimension. And definitely I have a lot more self-confidence. Therefore, I take a lot more risk. And with the risk come the transformation, so that each one of you really have a sense of healing and a sense of breakthroughs that you are able to ground, because I come from that embodiment background. That's very important that You don't just have ahas, you also ground them and integrate them into your everyday life. And then finally, why at this time? Because I keep hearing people telling me I'm confused, I'm at crossroads, I'm not quite sure how to choose which path. And often I feel like we're coming from a mind space about our decisions. And my wish for you, because I've had the chance to be able to do that over the last few months, and even more so these last few weeks, because of the weather here. We were kind of confined in our little alleys under big storms. That sense of being able to create the time and space to listen to our spirit, our soul, the earth, what she wants for us, so that your clarity doesn't come from the outside, from conditioning, of past, family, ancestral background, society, husbands, all of that sense of duty, but really from your heart and from your soul heart evolution. I used to put those words together often in some of the sessions that I created. Some of you might have a remembrance of soul heart evolution. That's what we're doing here. So I'm inviting you to reach out to me if you feel called, that you don't know how to make the space to listen right now, and I am here to facilitate that for you, to force you into discipline to do that for 12 days on a row. And then also, if you have some good friends that you feel like could benefit of working with me, because you've had the benefit working with me, they can come on special invitations. So it's for alumni, their friends, and people that I feel like, oh, I want to have a conversation with you so you understand how I work, how I create magic and spirituality in your life, but also the psychological background and the somatic background I come from, and if that can really help you shift to have a life of purpose and joy and compassion and tons of self-love. So, my friends, I send you tons of love, and I hope to see many of you next week. We're starting Monday, and then the times and days of the calls we'll decide together as a group to make sure that you can catch at least 2 of the 4, would be a minimum I would recommend, so you can really participate. Okay, my friends, aloha, and the rest will be on replays, of course. Ciao, bellos and bellas.